In this video, we're gonna be talking about some of the most useless degrees ever. Like the ones that genuinely piss me off. Like really, if you're studying them, you should probably reconsider your life choices and your purpose in the world. You piece of shit. So we're gonna start our list with psychology, not psychiatry. Please don't confuse them. Use Google. Psychology is a pretty interesting subject, but only if you don't take it too seriously. Like, dude, I really doubt that you ever wanted to sleep with your mom like Freud talked about in his Oedipus complex theory. And if you did, then get off my channel, you weird motherfucker! And of course, not to mention that the main audience for this subject is mostly kids that are aged 14 to 18, who think they're super self-aware after watching a couple of scientific YouTube videos. Or lost middle-aged women who've been divorced a few times and live in an apartment with two little angels. Usually these are the people who take 6 months courses and then try to sell you their therapy services for insane money, assuring you that all of your problems are because of your ex or your parents. And it gets even worse when they mix psychology with some random nonsense like esotericism and occult stuff. The only person, in my opinion, that managed to mix them successfully was Carl Jung. Maybe there were others who pulled it off, but I don't know much about psychology, so I'll just say Jung. Yeah, I talk more than I know. What are you gonna do about it? I have the right to roast, it's not illegal. Anyways, putting psychology in C tier, it's fun, you can laugh, but don't actually study it. Next is gender studies. I remember how plenty of woke beta soy milk latte drinking cucks were telling me that gender is not a real thing. Now, if that's true, why do we have gender studies? Like, if you're studying it, your parents are probably working for Lockheed Martin if they let you spend your time and their money on these skyrocketing tuition fees for such a useless degree. Get it? Lockheed Martin, rockets. Nah, this shit is so stupid, I'm not even gonna spend my vocab on it. Straight up F. Now let's talk about business analytics. Based on my university experience, the degree is either too hard or way too easy and there's no in between. Like, you either study law, calculus, high-level economics and accounting, or the difficulty is equivalent to a fucking coloring book. Like, can we please not go from one extreme to the other? Can we just study at a medium pace and medium difficulty? Please. I'm putting it on the A tier, for I don't want to hurt my ego, because I'm currently studying this shit. To let you understand, at my first university, I almost failed my entrance exams. And at this university, we just chat with the professor about some mundane shit that has no connection to business analytics. Okay, moving on, C tier right away, and why management sucks. You see, the thing is that management is somewhat, I don't know, useless. It's 4 years of learning what your immigrant mom has pre-installed. It's a no-brainer that in order to manage people, you have to do one of two things. Either yell at your workers or just feed them well so they close their eyes on their poor working conditions and miserable salary. Like, the whole point of management is to get out of their office once an hour, hit this pose, pat on their co-worker's shoulder and say, "You're doing a good job, stay hard," and go back to their room to do whatever they are doing in there. Probably something not even very productive either. Also, why bother studying it at all? You can just evolve, like, from a normal worker to a manager. Like, anyone can do it. You just have to possess certain talents, like trauma tolerance and god-tier passive aggressiveness. You also need straight T's, so, the Brits are out. Did you know that all matter is merely energy condensed to a slow vibration, that we are all one consciousness experiencing itself subjectively? There's no such thing as this. Life is only a dream, and we are the imagination of ourselves. Was that a Tool reference, which is a reference to Bill Hicks? Yep, and there's your order, sir. Thanks. Sir, no tip? Sorry, I don't have any change. So yeah, D tier, and no, watching Fight Club doesn't make you a Sigma male. Get over it. For me, economics is like a pyramid scheme, like a cult, you know? It exists only to teach others, so they could become economists and teach their students. Like the cycle just repeats itself. I call it the Ouroboros of college degrees. If economics was something really useful, they would all be millionaires already, because they studied the whole system of the world of finance. It's like a pilot who graduated from pilot school but cannot fly a plane. So we'll give it a D. Romans 11:33. How unsearchable his judgments and his path beyond tracing out. Well, isn't that pretty self-explanatory, huh? Like, why study someone you're not sure exists? This means you wasted your time on studying the concept of God, not the actual God. You know that theology actually studies religion and not God himself or herself? What, are you sexist or something to assume that God is a man and not a woman? So I'm placing it in D tier. Even psychology is better than this nonsense. Now, for the next degree, I have an uncertain opinion. Talking about computer science, what I think, only if you're not building complex machines or computers for, let's say, NASA or working at one of the FAANG companies, you don't really need a degree in computer science. I have worked with plenty of amazing programmers and none of them had a comp sci degree. All you need is to read documentation or take an online course. Also, you see, 15 to 25 years ago, to be accepted to any company, knowing JavaScript and their basics of the framework would be enough. But now they demand you to know more than one language, learn all libraries and models, stay virgin and require soft skills. So if you really are talented or ready to rip your ass for this, then go for it. But don't waste 4 years and thousands of dollars for literally nothing. If you are thinking about studying it just because it's trendy or the salary is high, cut this shit out. Find something else you truly enjoy. You still have time, use it wisely. The degree isn't useless, it's just you have to love it, and most of the people that study it don't. And again, you don't need a degree. Solid B tier. Music. You probably have a good taste in literature and style, and you pull a lot of girls, whatever you're a man or a woman. But I guess you live in your mom's basement as well and you rely too much on her financial support, lol. I don't know, go start a one-man black metal project or something. If you have raw talent and the will to learn, you don't need the degree. I'll still give it a B tier. Art. This one is interesting because you probably won't make any money by drawing something normal. You know, you'll end up either trying to sell your abstract art on eBay or open your commissions on Instagram for something really nasty and off-putting. But you probably love nasty things yourself, so I can't really argue. B tier. Well, this was it, guys. I hope you enjoyed our video. Please don't take this rating too seriously unless you are studying genders. It was a lot of fun making this tier. Hope you had fun watching it, and thank you for making it to the end. Here's the final tier list. Let me know if you agree. I don't really care, and hopefully I saved you from making a huge mistake. Love you. Mwah.